It's your chance to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are jumping right into the 2025 skincare routine of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes, we've got some really interesting details pulled together.
And we're planning to break it down using that classic, 5 W's framework: who, what, when, where, and why.
Exactly. The goal is to really get under the surface, understand what makes her hot girl skin tick.
Right. Not just what she uses, but why it works, and maybe what key things, you listening can learn from it.
That's the plan. What are those actionable insights?
Okay, let's start with who. So who is Megan Thee Stallion now in 2025? Because she's evolved quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. Way beyond just the Grammy winner.
Yeah.
By 2025, she's like this global icon.
Right.
She's acting, she's an entrepreneur, and key for us, a major player in beauty. She actually launched her own skincare line this year, Hot Girl Skin.
Hot girl skin. And it feels authentic, too. She's using her massive platform, isn't she? Talking about self-love, body positivity.
And specifically skincare education for Black women. It's significant. She's actively, pushing back against old beauty standards.
It's powerful stuff. And didn't she graduate college with a degree in health administration?
She did, which is fascinating, right? It suggests there's a real understanding of the science behind it all. It's not just branding.
Adds a layer of credibility, for sure. So just to reiterate our mission here, we're looking beyond the product list.
Yep.
We want to understand the thinking, the research, the why behind her choices. Why is this routine effective?
And what can you actually apply to your own life?
Precisely. The underlying principles.
Okay, let's dive into the what.
Yeah.
What are the actual products, the techniques that she relies on for that glow?
Well, the foundation seems to be a solid double cleanse.
Right.
That's pretty standard best practice now.
Right.
She apparently starts with an oil-based cleanser. The source mentions her own, the Hot Girl Melt Cleansing Balm, camellia oil, green tea.
Sounds lovely.
Designed to really break down makeup, sunscreen, all that stuff.
Exactly. And then she follows up with a gentle gel cleanser. Get the skin truly clean, but not stripped.
A really thorough but gentle approach. Makes sense. What about hydration?
Big focus there. Layering seems key. Lightweight hydrating serums.
Like what specifically?
The sources specifically call out hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and niacinamide. All great humectants, really good for the skin barrier.
Niacinamide is such a powerhouse ingredient too. It does so much.
It really is. And the emphasis on it might hint, maybe, at dealing with oiliness or past breakouts. We know she's mentioned acne struggles before.
Interesting connection. Okay, so cleansing, hydration, then moisturizing.
Definitely. Consistent use of a barrier repair cream. This is highlighted as super important for her.
Which makes total sense, right? With performing heavy makeup, that skin barrier takes a beating.
Absolutely. Repairing and protecting that barrier is crucial for healthy skin. Prevents moisture loss, irritation.
All that.
And the absolute non-negotiable.
Sunscreen, SPF 50, broad spectrum, every single day.
Religiously, apparently. Yes. And again, she uses her own, the Flawless Defense Sunscreen, which is formulated specifically to avoid that white cast.
Which is huge, especially for deeper skin tones, a major issue with so many sunscreens.
Totally. And broad spectrum, just as a reminder, means protection against both UVA and UVB rays. Essential stuff.
Okay, so those are the daily pillars, but she goes beyond that, right? With more advanced treatments.
Yes, this is where you see real commitment. Weekly LED light therapy sessions.
Okay, tell us about that.
She uses both red and blue light. Red light at the right wavelength is thought to help stimulate collagen production. Good for elasticity. And blue light targets P. acnes, that bacteria linked to breakouts. It's quite a strategic approach, combining home care with tech.
Wow. Okay, so that covers the pretty thoroughly. Let's shift to when. When did skincare become such a big deal for her? Was it always like this?
It seems like the shift really happened around 2021.
Okay.
Well, think about it. That time frame aligns with her major global breakthrough. So, more fame, much more travel, constant stage makeup, probably way more stress.
Ah, yeah. all things that can wreak havoc on your skin.
Exactly. And it also coincided with that wider cultural moment post-pandemic where self-care just became huge.
Right, everyone was looking for ways to feel better, more grounded.
And for Megan, it seems her skincare routine really became part of that, tied into her mental health maintenance, a conscious choice.
It fits her whole message too, doesn't it? When you look good, you feel good. Skincare as empowerment.
Completely. But it wasn't like she just woke up one day with perfect skin and a perfect routine.
No.
No. She's been open about dealing with things like acne, dark spots, dry patches. Her journey involved talking to dermatologists, estheticians.
So getting professional advice, customizing it.
Exactly. Understanding her specific skin needs, not just following like random trends.
That's such a key takeaway. And she also talks about consistency over perfection, right?
Yes. Which is so relatable. You don't need a flawless routine every single day. Just keep showing up for your skin.
Build those habits. Be patient.
Absolutely. Kindness to your skin is part of it too.
Okay, so we have the who, what, when. Now, where does this routine happen? Just in the hotel bathroom when she's on the road?
Well, sometimes maybe.
Right.
But at home, it's a whole different story. She's created a dedicated space. She calls it her glow room.
Her glow room. I love that. What's in there?
Get this. Custom LED mirrors for perfect lighting. Humidifiers.
For hydration in the air. Nice touch.
Yeah. And a mini skincare fridge. Keeps serums cool, makes them feel nice going on.
Okay, that's next level.
Apparently, she even has specific spa music she plays. It's about creating a whole ritual and experience. And lots of natural light for checking application.
It sounds less like a chore and more like a sanctuary.
That's the vibe. It's intentional time. Even if someone listening doesn't have space for a whole room, the idea is creating some dedicated, intentional space for your routine.
Yeah, makes it feel special. But what about when she's touring? Can't exactly pack the glow room.
True, but she has what she calls a skin first travel kit. And it's not just like a couple of samples.
No,
it's got travel sizes of her core products: cleansers, toners, essences, masks, even a mini LED device.
a mini LED on tour. Okay, that's serious dedication.
Right. It just shows that prioritizing your skin isn't just an at-home thing. It's integrated wherever she is.
Consistent, like she preaches. Okay, that brings us to the big one. Why? Why is skincare so important to Megan in 2025? It feels like it runs deeper than just looking good.
Oh, definitely. That's really the core of it. She apparently sees it as a form of self-preservation.
Self-preservation, how so?
Well, in a world, especially for famous women, where you're constantly judged on appearance, skincare is something she can control. It's part of controlling her own narrative.
That's a really powerful perspective, taking back some agency.
Exactly. And it connects to representation too, doesn't it?
How do you mean?
The beauty industry hasn't always served darker-skinned women well. Her being so visible, launching her own line specifically for concerns common in melanin-rich skin. It's a statement. It forces the industry to be more inclusive.
Yeah, she's pushing for change just by being successful and vocal. And what about the mental health link? She's a big advocate there.
Yes. And she connects the two directly. She's even called her routine a type of armor.
Armor.
Yeah, like it's this consistent, predictable ritual at the start and end of days that are often chaotic and demanding. That routine provides structure, a sense of control. It's grounding.
Like little anchors in the day, time just for her.
Exactly. A dedicated moment for self-care, starting and ending the day on her own terms.
That makes a lot of sense. And thinking longer term.
It's also clearly an investment. She's successful. She's, in her prime. And she understands that taking care of her skin now is crucial for maintaining that health and glow down the line.
Smart. Proactive.
It's a very forward-thinking approach to her well-being.
And you can't deny the ripple effect. She must be inspiring tons of her fans, right?
Absolutely. Millions of them, encouraging them to prioritize their own self-care, their own skin health. It's a really positive influence.
Definitely normalizing taking that time for yourself.
For sure, across a huge, diverse audience.
Okay, so let's quickly recap our 5 W's for Megan Thee Stallion's 2025 skincare.
Let's do it.
The who. She's this multifaceted global powerhouse, icon, entrepreneur, beauty founder.
A really well thought out routine, double cleansing, layering hydration, barrier repair, diligent SPF, plus advanced stuff like LED therapy.
The when. A key shift around 2021 tied to her career, stress, and that bigger self-care movement.
The where. Her amazing glow room sanctuary at home, and her dedicated skin first kit for travel. Real commitment.
And the why. So much more than surface level. It's self-preservation, inclusivity, mental wellness, a future investment, and huge inspiration.
Yeah, her commitment really goes deep. It's about self-care, empowerment, and just proactively looking after her long-term skin health.
The focus on research, consistency, making it personal, lots of valuable lessons there, I think.
Definitely. Things anyone could adapt.
All right, so here's a final thought for you listening. Inspired by Megan's whole glow room idea, that skin first philosophy, how could you bring a bit more ritual, more intention into your own self-care, your own relationship with your skin?
Yeah, what small changes could maybe shift skincare from feeling like just another task?
Into something more empowering, something you actually look forward to. It's about finding your own way to that healthy, confident glow, isn't it?
If you loved this deep dive, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories of your favorite influencers. Drop a comment below who should we cover next. Stay curious, and see you next time.
Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget.